on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our generative AI course and we're still building our text to SQL project. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, yesterday, as you recall, we went over the process of trying to debug our project over in our Google Colab. We ran into a few issues. So the last thing we did was we fixed our as Gemini. Remember, this was the Gen AI. We had to update that because it was deprecated. Then I was having an issue with my Google API key, so I updated the key thinking that was the issue. Updated the key and it was still having an issue, so I had to check again and I found out that I did have a parentheses around my Google API key, so I had it in wrong. I had it configured wrong. I fixed the configuration. Now that's working properly. And this time we got this far here when we see I ran which student is in multitasking. But before this, I had issue with this too. Let me go back. Before that, when I was trying to run it, I couldn't get a response. It was telling me that I had the invalid argument. As you can see here, the invalid argument. See, I forgot what was thrown that issue here. The invalid. It was the invalid key, and there was another one before that. I can't remember what the other issue was that I had to solve. But yeah, so we got that now. Oh, it was a Gemini Pro. It was the model here was written. It had capital letters here for the Gemini Pro. It was a capital G and a capital P. So I fixed that. Then we got the model down pack. Fixed that error. Like I said, so we got this far here. So as you can see, we're actually pretty far. Everything is working fine. As you can see, even though there's an error here, you can see here a file is not a database. Let me show you exactly what that's saying. So I didn't even get this far yesterday, so I don't know what happened, what we fixed. But as you can see now, our student DB is being pulled up. So it pulled up automatically. So you can see here, this is our app. This is where our actual project is. The student DB, as you remember, this is where our vectors go and our embeddings. So I tried to enter the information over here with the actual letters and words from the SQLite information where we're connecting our database to the SQLite 3. As you can see, the student.db. See if we can connect that way, and we can't. You can see it's not even lit up. You can see the differences between the two apps here. See how this one has color, so it's reading it as an actual code. You see how this one here is all gray. This one is because it's expecting a database, and databases come as vectors or embeddings, or vectors in embeddings. So that's why it's gray right here. It's not expecting any kind of text. It's expecting a database. And I'm not sure how to bring our database over as of yet. Like I said, this is the problem that our instructor is right in the middle of fixing. So I'm trying to move ahead to see if I can actually solve the issue before he does. But if I don't get to it by tomorrow, I'll just move forward and let the instructor fix the issue and we'll move on from there. But I got pretty far, like I said. We didn't even have this yesterday, the student.db, and this popped up automatically. I didn't change any code whatsoever. I just fixed the errors we were having, and now we got even further than we did yesterday. So everything is picking up. It's just that we have to figure out how to link our student database over here, or the embeddings and vectors version of our student database over here, so it can be read and translated over to our file. This way we can query our model, and our model can pull those answers from our database. But until we figure that out, I'm going to keep you posted every step of the way as usual. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.